Your father loved and cherished you, Michaela, and he will live in your heart forever. In 2009, Arno was diagnosed with MDS. He was admitted to Auckland Hospital on the 22nd of February 2010, and he received a bone marrow transplant on the 1st of March 2010. After an initial response a positive response to the transplant, unfortunately complications set in. After a brave fight, Arno passed away on the 18th of April 2010 at 8:28 p.m. with his family by his bedside. To memory, thank you so much for being Arno's soulmate. Your love and commitment to our brother and friend was without reserve. We will always be there for you and Michaela. To Arno, your space will be empty. We will love and miss you forever. Thank you all for being here today, because it means that he touched your life in some way or other. His smile, tenderness and understanding. He was always a gentleman. He lived a full life with no regrets. Thank you.
It feels as if I have known Memory and Arno all my life, but it's only been 12 years since we arrived in New Zealand. And I have many, many memories of them, many visits, lots of laughter. When Michaela was born, great joy. And so I can share many, many memories. But I have one particular memory that is especially great to me, and this is the way I will remember Arno forever. It was also the last time I saw him. We went to the hospital. I emailed him the previous day, and I didn't know that we could visit. And he said, "Come and visit." And so he said, "Come and visit, I've got something to tell you." And so we went, Colleen and I, and we went prepared to go and buoy him up, to cheer him. We came into the room to find this guy just about hopping on the ceiling. He was bubbling over. And eventually I couldn't stand it. I said, "Come on, tell us now. What is this you want to share?" And he shared with us his experience with God. How God had come and visited him right there in his hospital bed. Took his hand, and he said he saw the hand press, his hand being pressed, and God spoke to him. And he told everybody. And he could not stop talking. And he said, "I have completely given it all over to God. I trust him completely. My life is totally in his hands." That is what God would like for all of us. Unfortunately, he doesn't get it from too many. That is how I will remember Arno. He had a very special Bible verse that he went into hospital with. And memory tells me that this is one of the last things that he asked her to read. He couldn't speak, but he signed. He signed 41 verse 10. Isaiah 41 verse 10. And in that verse, God says, "I am your God. Don't be scared. Trust me. I will look after you. with my righteous right hand. And Arno believed this with all of his heart. Now, I know that there's some of you that will say, boy, did God let him down. Not true. Arno went into this thing with his eyes wide open. He knew there was two outcomes that could come from this. We discussed it quite thoroughly. And yes, he would have been very happy to be healed completely, but he was also very prepared that he could die. And he had given his life to God, and he had fixed his hope on being there one day when Jesus returns. And that should be our hope. We know that we will see him again. It just depends on us. I personally want to be there. I would like to continue the conversations with him again. I know Memory would too, and Michaela, and most of us. So, I remember Arno, firstly, as a man of God with full trust, and that is a great memory to have of anybody. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Rob Shamali, and I represent the Foodstuffs and Gilmore's family here today, of which there are a fairly significant number, which I'm pleased to say. The Foodstuffs family has lost a very loved and respected member in Arno, and obviously together with Arno's immediate family, Memory and Michaela, and the extended family, her brothers, Arno's brothers and Memory's brothers, obviously, and the families. We mourn his passing, but we would also like to take the opportunity to celebrate his life. As many of you will know, Arno joined the Gilmore's business in October 2003 and has been working studiously, as you would expect him to, as our contact center manager for all of these years. I've come to know Arno very well in the last few years, and we developed a working relationship which was essentially based on mutual trust and respect. It helped that we had a reasonably common background, both of us coming from our native South Africas. But if the truth be told, and I guess this is a good place to tell the truth, we could not have been more different. Arno, an Afrikaans, or shall I say a predominantly Afrikaans-speaking South African, from the heart of potentially conservative South Africa, the son of a dominee or a pastor, and me, a liberal English-speaking South African from the heart of liberal East Cape and the son of a Roman Catholic. Yet we became the best of friends, and I think the prime reason for this was essentially twofold. Firstly, Arno was what we call in our business very low maintenance. He never complained.